Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today, we're going to be reacting to Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick live. Hey, everybody. Alright, so let me explain this. We're going to be doing this in basically two parts, okay? We're going to be reacting to Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick. We're starting with the live performance, then we're going to do the studio performance. Now, this was requested by a patron, and in this order is how this goes on the Patreon, so that's why we're doing it this way. So first off, the first reason we're doing it this way is because the patron specifically was telling me this group has a very interesting stage presence. I've really been enjoying this group so far, so I would love to see how they do live. You know, what is their persona? And some of the things that you guys have been saying about this group has also been very intriguing to me, because I really like fantasy. I like the Lord of the Rings. I like dark fantasy specifically. You know, I played Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff. So, and like horror movies, and I don't know. The persona of Jethro Tull so far has been extremely appealing to me. So, yeah, all that being said, this is a live performance from a really long time ago. A live performance from 67. No, that's wrong. 76. I'm reading things backwards. Okay. So, yeah. I have it pulled up. I do not have the lyrics pulled up because I'm going to do a second reaction, probably tomorrow, to the actual studio song, which I heard is longer than this. This is like a shortened version of the song, all right? And this song is like apparently really long too. So, yeah. If you're new here, also, totally forgot to say this. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Daniel, also Deathstroke9. Here we react to music. I try to figure out what the lyrics and the music mean to me normally. That's what I normally do. Today, we're going to be mainly looking at the live performance and trying to see how they do live and what makes them unique live. But then when we do Jethro Tull and I focus on the lyrics and the entirely on the musical aspect of the entire song, then we'll probably do the normal thing that we do here. But if listening to music and talking about it sounds like your cup of tea, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy this type of content. Jethro Tull's been growing on me, guys, and I've only heard one song by them. All right. Yeah, so this is Thick as a Brick live. I'm going to make this bigger for you, probably. But also mess up my face. Couldn't, whatever. Who cares? Who cares about my face? You want to see Ian, whatever his last name is. Jethro Tull played live at Tampa Stadium. It's for baseball on 31st of July, 1976 in Tampa, Florida. Wow. I used to live in Florida when I was a lot younger. All right, guys. Let me know what you think about this live performance in the comments. This is the link that was provided to me by the patron. 13 minutes long. This can be exciting. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick.
Thank you and good evening. Well, how do you do? The name of our group is Jethro Tull.
The name of our group is Jethro Tull.
I suppose we could be Johnny Cash if we tried really hard, but this is a great song by Johnny Cash now called Thick as a Brick. Really don't mind if you sip this one out. My words better whisper, you definitely sing, shout. I may make you feel, but it comes and make you think. Your sperm's in the gutter, your love's in the sink.
Like a bard.
Yeah. So you ride yourselves over the field. and you make all your animal deals, and your wise men don't know how it feels. Yes, to be thick as a fruit. And the sandcastle virtues are all swept away.
Gotta pause.
In the tide of destruction, the moral malady. Elastic retreat rings a closer place. As the last wave uncovers the newfangled way.
What is he wearing?
But you need shoes to warn at the heels, and your suntan moves rapidly heal, and your wise men don't know how it feels. Yes, to be thick as a brick.
Playing guitar very well without even looking at it. Oh, he's got a cape on.
And the love that I'm feeling is so far away. I'm a bad dream that I just had.
Alright, I gotta pause. Alright, so, here's what I'm getting so far. Yeah, you guys are right. He's got a very interesting persona. He looks very like... He's an entertainer. Like, very much seems to be an entertainer. So he's all... He looks like he's in some type of costume, which is awesome. I love the costumes. Another band that I know that's nothing like this that does that is a metal band called Slipknot, and they've got all these big masks with spikes and all this crazy stuff all over them. So this guy's very much like seems like a bard, you know, like everything about it, like he's playing an acoustic guitar and kind of just dancing around the stage. And again, I'm not going to talk too much about the song, because I'm going to react to the official studio version of the song and talk about the lyrics and the complexities of the music. But something that's interesting about this live recording is we're focused on, I think his name's Ian. I don't know what the rest of his name is, but I think his first name is Ian. We're focused on Ian the entire time. You know, we're not looking at the other people playing at all, which is interesting. Yeah, I really like I like the idea of it. I'm wondering what this song is about, though, because your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick. Thick as a brick would mean, like, an idiot, right? Or am I wrong? I'm going to read the lyrics another time when we do the full recording, which will probably be tomorrow. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I don't know. Seems like a very interesting person. At least his on-stage persona looks very interesting. Let's keep going. 3, 2, 1. Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick.
And you shake your head, yes, said it's a shame.
Oh, there's the other.
See, there is Sunday morning. We pronounce him in white. And a black head's on his shoulders. The baby him was in third grade. Beats him.
Very over the top with his gesture. already? Just went out of one side. Weird. Everyone quieter.
The horns and the painter casting shadows on the water as the sun plays on the infantry returning from the sea. The doer and the thinker, no allowance for the other as the failing light illuminates the mercenaries' creed. The home fire burning, the kettle almost boiling, but the master of the house is far away. The horse is jumping, their warm breath clouding in the sharp and frosty morning of the day.
Alright, I gotta pause it. Think about this for a second, guys, alright? It's hard enough to play instruments, okay? Like, I know. I play guitar, I've played electric guitar, I've tried to play the keyboard, I've played a few different instruments in my life. It's hard, okay? Just playing the instrument is hard. Already, you can play an instrument, you know, that's what most members of a group do, okay? Now, add into the mix, you have to sing while playing the instrument, okay? Not only is this man singing and playing the instrument, he's singing in a very distinct way. You know, it's not even like easy, super easy chords and stuff like that. It has definite picking patterns. He's playing multiple instruments. He was playing the guitar, then he was playing the tambourine, which really isn't that difficult of an instrument, but then he was playing the flute, you know? Now, all of that is already super difficult to do. Now take into account that this is all, like, rehearsed. You know, like, he definitely, like, you know, like, it's all very big and interesting, and everything that he does is very, very, you know, calculated, and he's like, ha-ha, hee-hee, ha-ha, la-la-la, ho, yeah. You know, it's all so, like, it's not that he rehearsed every single thing that he's going to do, but can you imagine how difficult it would be to put on that type of show and kind of be dancing around while playing the flute or playing guitar and singing all at the same time? You know, it's like when I see, yeah, that's insane. That is insane. It's really cool, though. It's gonna kill me not knowing what the song is about, though. I need to. We need to do the other reaction. I almost want to do it tonight now. I like the song, by the way. Do 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 do. It's cool. All right, let's keep going. 3, 2, 1. Jethro Tull, "Thick as a Brick," live, 1976. While the soldiers did his and the youngest from the family is moving with the party, building houses by the sea. It dares the tiny time to watch the Morris that piano? Little tiny bits of it. He's like spinning it all over the place. Playing it with only one hand now. instrumentation of this song is incredible, but I love it. The Pied Piper of Hamlet. Many people follow him for their tunes.
Come down from the upper class, demand your honor.
I'm gonna pause it. Sorry. I don't know how YouTube will like this live video, but okay. Man. So here's something about my channel that a lot of you guys might be figuring out. I don't really normally like doing live videos very much. I mean, it's very cool seeing live videos, but of songs I haven't heard before, I would rather listen to the actual song first. In this case, it was a Patreon request, so I had to do it. But there is a definite appeal of live videos, you know? Like, there's definitely something interesting about watching this. It almost feels like I'm there. And I have never been to a real concert before in my life, so, I mean, it's pretty cool seeing something like that. I mean, I've been to a few Christian music festivals where there were like a lot of groups that played small set lists or whatever. But you know, that's not this type of music at all. A lot of that's very similar to each other. There are some good Christian groups, but very few of those good Christian groups would go to these festivals. Anyway, so yeah, this is very interesting. I wonder why the comments are turned off. I normally like looking at the comments of these things, but yeah, this is a great live performance. If this is what they're like live, that's awesome. And I think I'm realizing something about groups is, especially older groups. If you were able to play good live, that's where you would get your cult following from. I say cult, I mean like your following of people who love your stuff, you know? So I've had a lot of Rush fans telling me, react to this specific Rush concert, you know? Some of my friends say the group Queen is like overrated or stuff like that. If you watch any of their live performances, you'll see why they were electrifying, you know. Rage Against the Machine live, you know. There are groups that if you make a band and you do a good job live, you can capture the hearts of your audience, even if the music isn't even the greatest. But then you think about the examples I just gave you, and you realize Jethro Tull, Rage Against the Machine, you know, a bunch of any group really. Most music has to be good too. Rush, those are all groups that had incredible live performances and music. So, yeah, and lyrics. So, I mean, it's a win-win-win-win. Very interesting. I really like this guy, the way he's doing everything. I like the Pied Piper feel of everything that he's doing. It's almost comical or satirical. Is that what it's supposed to be? Is he trying to be... Is this almost supposed to be like a parody of something? Or is he just trying to be like a medieval bard? Which is also the other thing I get out of this. Alright, I don't know. Whatever just happened a minute ago where the music changed, very cool. again, going to go more in depth, going to pay a lot more attention to all the musical complexities and the lyrics in the follow-up Jethro Tull Thick as a Brick studio version video. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Come down from the upper class, demand your away. My father was a man of power, whom everyone obeyed. So come on, all you criminals, I'm about to put you straight. Just like I did with my old man, 20 years too late.
What? His style of playing the flute is very interesting. I'll talk about that in a minute. Great bass. Alright, pick their guitar back up.
So you ride yourselves over the fields, and you make all your animals. Say, and your wise men don't know how it feels. Yes, oh, to be thick as a.
Okay, gotta pause it before that ad plays. Oh, that was awesome. To be thick. That was really cool. Okay, I rather enjoyed that. Alrighty then. That's Jethro Tull live, I guess. Okay, what I want to mention about the flute playing. So I really like the flute as an instrument. Like other than guitar, flute, piano, violin. I think I've said that before. Although I like many different types of instruments, but those really stand out to me. I don't know why. Like the violin can conjure up such gothic feeling, you know, like more medieval violin or more creepy violin, as opposed to, I mean, yeah, violin's just cool in general. And then the flute also, because of its medieval kind of feel, you know, because I don't know why, but I've always been a big fan of fantasy stuff, you know. I mean, like seriously, I've got, you know, Dungeons and Dragons sitting right here. So, you know. And my hourglass of time. My point being, the flute is a very interesting instrument, and I really enjoy listening to it. Now, normally when I hear the flute, I think of like Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. Okay? Long, drawn-out notes. This man played Ian Anderson, maybe? Let me know what his name is, please. Ian somebody. I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's not an Ian at all. I think it's an Ian. I looked it up. I know I had his name, but whatever. He plays it in very short bursts, you know? And I guess that makes sense. That's, I mean, if you're soloing, you're doing your flute solo, then I guess that kind of makes sense, but I just never really realized the instrument could make those types of sounds. So when we listened to Locomotive Breath, it was like, wow, this is crazy. And now we're doing this, and again, it's crazy. I love it. And yeah, so everything that you guys said about this group's live, I don't even know what you would call it. What they're portraying was true. Very, very cool live. Yeah, that was awesome. All right, we're going to be reacting to the actual song and trying to figure out what it means and listen more closely to the music. Plus, the patron told me that that's not the entire song, that they took out some of it. And quite frankly, that acoustic part, kind of catchy. I almost want to learn it on the guitar. It looked like he had a capo and he was just kind of playing chords. Except for the part where do 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 do, which might have had more picking out stuff, but I don't know how hard it would be. I think I might look it up after making a couple more reactions. So, thank you for watching. Again, if you're new here, consider subscribing because more Jethro Tull is coming soon, and other music like it. Let me know what else you'd like me to react to. We're gonna do more of Aqualung, probably all of Aqualung. In fact, if you didn't already know, my channel has a Patreon, and I've decided to do something special for patrons. We're gonna start doing album reviews. Okay, so I mean, obviously we're going to do singles off these albums as well as reactions on the channel, but I'm going to take an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours, sit down, listen to the full album in its entirety, and then talk about all my thoughts on it. Or I might, you know, pause it a couple times during the thing, but it's going to be less pausing, and it will be a full freaking album review, okay? Then at the end, some talking about what we've learned today. If that's interesting to you, and also if you want to get access to other exclusive videos, be supporting the channel, and be able to request stuff like this awesome person did, join the Patreon. It's very cheap, and it helps the channel out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And if you don't want to do that, just let me know what else you'd like me to react to in the comments, and hopefully, maybe, possibly, I might decide to get to it. Feels... I can't sing. I need to take singing lessons. I want to learn how to sing. I don't know. I want to make something. But all right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me. Another thing I had lined up for tonight is a song by Black Sabbath, which I've never heard before, which my dad recommended, even though I've heard lots of Black Sabbath already, which I'm pretty excited to do, so stay tuned for that coming soon. Deathstroke 9. Sorry.